Hey everybody, RW here, and I think I finally figured out what I was going to do with my YouTube channel, and that is Let's Play videos. We're going to play Let's Play EVE Online, which is a massive multiplayer online game, and I came up with this decision based on the fact that I play it a lot. I mean, it's it's a pretty in-depth game. It's got a great learning curve, but it can be relaxing depending on what's going on, and it can be a bit of a challenge depending on where you're going. And so it'll be we're picking up on a career of a couple of my different capsuleers. This is actually my alternate character, but my main character's got he's been around for about a year. He's pretty well-trained guy, and he's still, nowhere near the best. He's got 20 million skill points, which is about medium, maybe average. And then my alternate character here, who's basically just my cash cow. He just makes money for me in the game. So, yeah. So if you want to learn how to play the game, if you're just starting off, these videos probably aren't going to be for you. I mean, you might be able to learn some things from them, but it's not going to be like a great school thing. If you choose or you want me to make videos based on a new character, so you can kind of go along with me, then leave a comment down in the comment section, and I'll consider it. I'll consider it. I'm not above starting a new character, and we can go through this journey together. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So, like I said, I got two characters. One of them is kind of a low-sec character, or a null-sec. If you're just starting the game, don't do that. Another disclaimer is I am not the best at this game, so some people that are null-sec dwellers will watch me play, and they'll be like, "You're retarded." Well, I mean, I've only been out in nullsec for like a week, so not even a week, maybe 3 or 4 days. So I've spent most of my career in high sec, and the difference, if you're just watching this just to see what EVE is like, there's 3 different sections of space. You have high sec, which if you get attacked in you could be attacked in high sec, or high security space, but the in-game police come and blow you up, and you take a hit on your security status, and that will hurt you, and stuff like that. Low sec, which is normally the space in between null sec and high sec, which is just a general bloodbath. I mean, you got faction warfare where the different factions in the game can go and fight other players. Got missions running in there, and there are choke points in between high sec and null sec. And then you have null sec. Well, let me go back. If you attack somebody in low sec or low security space, you still take a hit on your security status, and you'll still take some damage from the in-game police, but not a whole lot. So you will survive it, and then there's null sec, and null sec is no security space. You get attacked there, you're on your own. People come in, they blow you up. I just got blowed up about maybe 30 minutes ago, and that sucks. But it can be fun also, because the risk is greater, the rewards are greater, and you can make money to your heart's content. And the good portion of the game for a lot of people is interstellar credits. It is the in-game money of which the economy and everything is actually based off of. And you get this by pirating, mining, industry. If you like Wall Street, they got trade hubs. Everything in the game is player built. So this ship I'm flying at some point was built by a player. Everything, all the modules, all the ammunition, everything in the game is built by players in the game, and then sold on markets. in the game. So that's pretty neat. And there's an entire industry built off that, just making ships, making lasers, different modules to go in it. And then there's also another industry for hauling it all around. So you have in-game truck drivers. I think there's somewhere around like 80,000 unique players in the game, something like that. And on any given day, like if we look at it today, there are 22,000 people online, and the area is huge. I'll show you the map here. So you could see like all these little dots are individual systems that you can fly through, and you know it's huge. Like I think go from one side to the other would take you somewhere in the neighborhood of like 20 days or something like that, and playing every day. But I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I've been known to be wrong before. So I've been playing for. I've had an account for about 2 years, but I've only really been playing it, or 3 years, but I've only really been playing it for about a year and a half, and most of that time has been in high sec. High sec is fine if you don't want to take the risk of going out and getting blowed up, which can be frustrating. Then high sec's for you. You can kill in-game pirates or rats, and we call them NPCs, non-player controlled corporations. And they've got pirates and missions that you can run. You can make ISK that way, and it can be very rewarding. There's different things that you can do. And I did that for about a year and a half. I did some mining. I did a lot of mining, made a lot of money. You can't really see in this character, but this character has quite a bit of money. But you can make literally billions of in-game ISK and in-game money, and a lot of people do that. They'll spend their entire career in high sec. But I got kind of bored with it. It became not, I wouldn't say boring. It was still fun, but I just wanted a different experience. I was going through the same experiences over and over again, and I kind of which was fine, if that's what you enjoy doing. But I wanted to do something a little different, so I moved out to high sec, null sec, kind of hunted around, find a corporation, a player-owned corporation that I liked, joined it up, and it's fine. They're a great group of guys. Most of them are from England, and I think there's one guy in there from Belgium. And they're a great group of guys, about 150 of them. And we're part of a larger group that's called I guess an alliance that's got 1,600 people in it. That's 1,600 people. And then Provi Block itself, which is the entire area, or all these different alliances that have formed together. There's somewhere in the neighborhood about 6,000 or 7,000 of them. And it's not the largest, it's not the smallest, but they're a great group of guys. I mean, you got other groups like Brave Newbies. I think they've got like 23,000 people in it. You have Northern Coalition, which has several thousand. So these are all in-game players, and all interacting together in virtual space. Actually made the national news last January because something that happens every now and then is a huge fleet battle where the alliances or somebody will want sovereignty over, and that's something we'll get into, sovereignty over a system. And so they warped in all these super huge capital battleships and Titans and all this into a system called BTAC R5, and it had a bunch of numbers after it. But over a 20-hour battle, 20 hours of multiple, I think at one point there were somewhere around 20,000 players in this one system, in this one battle, lasting for about 20 hours, and 11 trillion ISK worth of stuff was destroyed. And in the game, that is huge. And you can equate ISK to or amount of ISK to real world money. And had that battle in BR5 costed real money in the game, or for the game, it would have been about $300,000 is what it cost minimum for the battle. And it made the national news. Like they were saying, how does a online game cost somebody or cost $300,000, and that was just the amount of stuff that was destroyed in that 20-hour battle. Epic. There's a lot of YouTube videos on it. Check it out. BTAC R5 or Battle BTAC R5, and it was a battle that was never supposed to happen. It wasn't planned. The fleets kind of there were supposed to be two smaller fleets going in to contest the sovereignty of the system. The word got out that it was happening, and suddenly everybody went to that system to fight for one side or the other, and it was just a huge battle. I mean, there's guys talking about they had been awake for 36 hours setting up and fighting the battle and the aftermath of it. And I think they said a third of all Titans, which is the largest ship in the game. If we can go over here to this little thing, it'll show you what a Titan looks like. Like the Amar Titan, it is ginormous. It's basically a giant cannon, and you can see up here it's supposed to be like 13 kilometers long. And then you look at the in-game price of it, and it says 0. The reason why is you cannot buy these on in the game. You have to build them. And no single person can build it. It would take you like 15 years to build that as a single person. So it takes your entire alliance, sometimes your larger corporations, to put the ship together and be able to fight it. The Caldari's got theirs. The Leviathan, which is a piece of crap, I think. The Ibris and the Minotaur got their giant Ragnarok. There are some other ones out there, Sanchez Nation and carriers and stuff like that. So it's an in-depth game. It's not for everybody, and it's fun. But like I said, it's not for everybody. There is a huge learning curve. There's a lot of stuff you got to learn how to do, like skills and planning out what you want to do, because you can't just buy anything and fly it. You can't just buy any weapon and fit it to any ship. You actually have to have the skills for that particular module, for that particular ship. Let's see, what I think right now I'm training this guy to run blockade runners, so I can go into nullsec without a little bit safer, because he'll be cloaked. But you can see there's time associated with all these skills that you're trying to learn. So right now, all the skills I'm trying to learn with this character is going to take 40 days. So it'll be 40 days before I can get him to what I want him to do. Not that long. It actually should be about 19 days, because some of the other skills are for something else. But it's a fun game. So what we're going to do is we are just going to basically log my everyday experiences and Eve. So if there's anything you would like to see me do, or anything that or any questions you have about the game, just post it down below in the in-game or the video comments, and I'll see what I can't do. So I do need to have a timer though, because I can't remember how long I'm going to be talking. So just to tell you what we're doing is we're just going back to this system here. I just dropped off a load of stuff, and my main character can't really come into high sec while I'm in this other corporation, because that's the thing. If the corporation you're in is at war with another corporation, then you could be attacked anywhere. Doesn't matter, high sec, low sec, doesn't matter. If they're at war with you, well, they're at war with you. That's why they call it war. War is hell. And the thing is, there's just so many extra people in high sec that if you come into high sec with a null sec character, or if you're in a null sec corporation, you come into high sec, there's just such a huge amount of people in high sec that chances are you're going to get ganked, which is multiple people attacking you, killing you all at once. So I've got an alternate character, and he'll run around and do all the chores for my main character. So, and that's kind of where we are right now. I love coffee. Coffee is good. So once he gets docked up here, I'm going to exit out. Well, actually, I need to exit out of the game and come back in anyway, and then
permission requested.
we'll take a little trip to Nullsec, or try to get back in there. So I will see you guys in a few minutes.